Hi guys, welcome back. So today I want to talk to you about why an education is so important. And like some of you probably already know, I am a teacher, so my opinion might be a little bit biased, but I want to share some reasons that are applicable to your life today, whether you are still in school or whether you've graduated and you've been out in the workforce for years. I want to show you why it's important to keep learning, why it's important to keep yourself educated and skilled and improving yourself in those ways. And finally, I'm going to show you some easy ways that you can use to keep educating yourself so you can have a more successful future. So stick with me and let's get started. So many times people come up to me and the biggest question on their minds is, why don't I have confidence? It seems like success is just this slipstream that some people are in and others can never seem to achieve. And the reason for this is because success, because learning, knowledge, education, all those things are compound, meaning that once you get started, staying in it, keeping up with it is so much easier than it is to get started out of nowhere. And confidence is one of those things that is compounded. You are confident and therefore you act a certain way, and then that brings you more confidence, so you are confident and you act a certain way, and this cycle just keeps going and fueling you and propelling you forward toward a better future. But the problem remains for those who don't have confidence, who don't take chances because they're afraid of failure, who don't reach for their goals because they don't think they'll achieve them. And for people like that, it's very hard to get into the slipstream of success, and it's challenging to achieve your goals and to be successful in general. But there are ways to improve it, and one of the best ways I have found is simply by educating yourself. When you have confidence, you are more likely to learn new things. You're more likely to push yourself to explore uncharted territory, take chances, and discover things. And by learning new things and practicing those things, you create a skill. These skills give you more confidence. And like I talked about, it's a cycle. So by having more skills, you are more confident. That changes the way you approach work, family life, health in general. Now, the easiest way, like I said, to start this cycle is to start with learning. That can be anything. You can pick a topic from work. You could pick up a hobby that you might not have tried before. You can go back to school and further your education. You can take classes at community colleges, or you can just pick up a book or an audiobook at home. But the important thing is to keep yourself learning, to keep your mind moving in that direction, because as you build up these new skills, you will also build up your confidence. And if I could think of anything in the world, that honestly is the most important reason for an education, is to build that confidence, to build your self-esteem, because that is something nobody can ever take away from you. Nobody will ever be able to change what you know. Nobody will ever be able to change how skilled you are. The only person that can determine that is you. And you can make decisions today to set you up for success years in the future simply by reading or by researching or finding something new to learn. And education's a muscle, so make sure you practice it regularly. You can't just expect it to always function at the same strength if you've been out of learning for a while. But the good news is, once you start, your muscle will get stronger, your mind will get stronger, and you will be able to learn more, learn faster, learn better, and continue this cycle so you propel yourself forward towards your future. Remember, this affects all areas of your life. You might start learning to improve your work life situation, and then you might pick up a book on family life, or then you might learn a new hobby or a new fitness technique that you haven't tried before. The important thing is, as you keep going, you will find new things to learn. And once you learn to learn regularly and enjoy that process, you will keep moving and you will keep pushing yourself forward to places you never thought were even possible. Now, I know this can seem insurmountable for people who might not be used to this practice, but there are some tips you can take today to help make it so much easier to be successful. The first thing you need to realize is that you can begin anywhere. Like I already mentioned, you could start with work, you could start with fitness, you could start with your family, with relationships in general, researching something that interests you, a new hobby. It doesn't matter. By starting with something you care about, something you're naturally interested in, you will practice building up your mind and that muscle to propel yourself to learn all sorts of things later on. So just pick something, it doesn't matter what, and get started. The most important thing is to just start somewhere. Next, keep learning. After you've researched that topic, find another one. Most often, books recommend other books. I keep a running list of all the book recommendations that have occurred in books I've already read. And when I run out of things to read, I check out that list and find something new and good to start. You can also take recommendations from friends. I ask tons of people for career advice based off of their experiences in the workforce, even if they don't have the same career as me. And I have learned a lot about just improving my work life from talking to more experienced individuals and friends that I know and just asking them for advice. There's so many things. We live in the age of technology, the age of knowledge. Make sure your mind is not sitting there all day with nothing to do. Find things to strengthen it, find things to challenge it, and keep learning. And finally, embrace the fact that you're going to be bad at things. You have to remember every professional was once a beginner at something. Odds are you aren't going to be good at something the first time you try it, but that doesn't mean you failed. You're just new, and that's okay. And by accepting that you don't have to be good at everything the first time, you will keep working on it, you will keep pushing yourself, and eventually, if you stick with it, you will become good at it, and you will become a professional. Everything can be learned. You just have to put in the time and the energy to learn it, and to stick with it when it gets difficult. And finally, guys, homework assignment. I challenge you to pick one new skill to learn, whether that's an actual course you want to take, a book you want to read, a friend you want to talk to. Just find something, learn it. And if it works for you, feel free to share it in the comment section so I can hear all about it. Let's focus on not getting stuck in our situation, and let's focus on finding ways we can learn and improve and gain our confidence in the situations we're in. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you feel inspired to make a lasting change in your life and find that confidence you need to be successful. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and I will be posting another one soon. Bye for now.